Hey guys, hope you are well and I hope you are having a great day. So I said to myself I was going to commit to building my YouTube channel, just coming on and sharing my thought process, sharing my life events and all the changes that are happening currently in my journey, my process. And today it's about change, the changes that are happening in my life, and I bet for every single one of us it feels like life is 100 mile an hour just now. But the thing is, we need to be susceptible and open to change, because change is happening so fast right now. Everything changes, from the weather, from cars, from technology, the seasons. We're constantly changing, we're constantly seeing change in our life. So why do we think that we do not need to change? We need to change to keep up, to continue to make progress in our life. If we're continuing to do the same things that we've done for the last 10 years, especially with COVID-19, if we're still doing the same stuff that we did before COVID hit and the lockdowns hit, then we really need to have a look at ourselves and what we're doing, because we're not living to our highest potential, we're not living our purpose. Change is going to come and go. We need to continue to make changes in our life, our individual life, our personal life. Make changes to better our relationship with ourselves. And the better the relationship we can have with ourselves, then the better a relationship we can have with other people, especially our partners, our family, our kids, our friends. So ask yourself a question: what changes are you making in your life? What changes have you made in the last 10 years, 5 years, especially from the pandemic? This pandemic has came along to stop us, to bring us awareness to ourselves and how we've been living. And if we've not taken on that awareness and recognised that, including myself, we're all living wrong. We're not living in the way that we're supposed to. Working every single day, chasing money, chasing materialistic things, chasing external validation. Everybody wants to become famous, but nobody can handle the fame. The ego self has been running us for far too long. The pandemic definitely checked that to a point. The ego self has been running every single person on an individual level, and on a governmental level, societal level. The ego self has been running that also, and it's being checked right now. Don't get me wrong, we need the ego to survive and stay alive, but it needs to be checked, or the ego will run your full day, your full life for you. When we can step out of the madness, the chaos, and have a look at ourselves, check in with the ego, check the ego, and realise that we don't need to be living in that state all the time. The ego will get us into trouble. The ego will hold us back. The ego will get in the way of any changes that we want to make. When we start to begin making changes, the ego self feels safe exactly where it is, and it will stop you. It will come in and tell you to stop. Just go back to the old way, go back to the way that we feel comfortable, go back to the way that makes you feel safe. But staying in that comfort zone, staying in that safety zone is not going to serve us one bit. when we can get out of our comfort zone and then realise and recognise and tell the nervous system, assure the ego that we're still safe. This is when we grow, this is when the change happens. When we can begin to make these changes, to get into that growth zone, we begin to heal ourselves from our past. This is the most important thing. This is why we're here in the human form, is to heal ourselves from our past experiences, past traumas. Change is always going to happen, no matter what. Just look out that window. If you do watch the news, I don't watch the news anymore, but if you do watch the news, look how much change is happening in the world. There's so much change happening, it looks like chaos. But through chaos, we're going to build a better and stronger individual. We're going to build a better and stronger society. Through chaos, amazing things will happen. And when you step out your comfort zone, it will feel like chaos. It'll feel chaotic for a period. Then you'll learn and you'll teach your nervous system that you're safe. This is when the growth happens, this is when the change will happen. But staying in your comfort zone, moving and thinking in the exact same way you've been moving and thinking for the last 10 or 20 years, is going to keep you stuck. It's going to stop your progress. It's going to stop the process of your healing, your growth. We need to be more susceptible and open to change. If we are not willing to grow, we're not willing to change, we're not willing to make small changes in our own life, then we're going to be left behind. For me, it's about initiating change every single day, getting out of our comfort zone, stepping out of the safety zone, and learning and growing and healing for ourselves. Nobody's going to come along and make these changes for you. Nobody's going to come along and put the work in for you. It's up to us as an individual to make those changes, to get out of the comfort zone, to heal, learn, grow, and then to begin to show other people around us that it's possible, that change is good. And especially for our kids, they're changing so much every single day. They're used to change. I think it's only when we step into the society, into the schooling system, that we begin to fear change. We feel that change is a bad thing. But change is what is going to get you from the situation that you're in right now, to the point of the situation where you want to be in the next 5 years, 10 years time. It all comes through hard work, getting out of the comfort zone and making changes. Because if you desire to be a millionaire in the next 5 years, if you desire to have a better job, a better career in the next 5 years, if you desire to have a relationship that's fulfilling and loving in the next 5 years, it's not going to happen with you doing the same stuff that you've been doing for the last 10 years, or it would have happened already. So change is going to happen when you step out your comfort zone, get into the growth zone, get out of your safety zone, and realise and recognise that this is where you are going to make the most progress in your journey to get from where you are to where you want to be. All begins and ends with change. I hope this video helps. I'm just getting started. I've made a promise to myself that I'm going to put more videos up on different topics and aspects and even life experience. And if I can share and help as myself first and foremost, and if I can help at least one other person with these videos, then that's fulfillment for me. I hope this is beneficial to you and it helps to maybe spark a little bit of change in your life. And change is difficult, don't get me wrong. It's gonna feel horrible when you first get started, but once you start making these changes for yourself, then it starts to feel a little bit easier. Make the changes for the day and see a different tomorrow. I hope this helps. I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.